Only 26% of black women will marry in their lifetime from any race.
That's actually a question that needs to be directed towards black men. And let me tell you why. First thing is, when have you ever seen a Chinese man marry an Indian woman? When have you ever seen an Indian man marry a Mexican woman? When have you seen a Mexican man marry an Arab woman? You can't even probably think of anybody in that category. And the reason why is because most people marry within their race, period. The world is not a melting pot. The other races are not just intermingling at free will. Most people marry within their race. For the most part, the only time that you'll see them marry outside of their race is if they're marrying somebody of European descent. And that's a whole nother different discussion. So my point is, we need to stop spreading this idea that black women are undesirable and that other races of women have men from all races wanting them. And that's just not true. The second part to this is men are the ones who initiate marriage. And so if you're wondering why black American women aren't married, it's because black men aren't marrying them. Now let's clarify this. Out of all the racial groups of men, black men are the smallest number of men that are married, meaning they are least likely to get married. And contrary to popular belief, of the small group of black men that are married, the majority of them are married to black women. So the question that you need to be asking to black men is, why are you all not getting married? Regardless of what color you want to marry, why you're not getting married at all? And the answer to that is simple. Black American men don't value marriage, they don't value family, and they don't value legacy.
It's crazy how she mentioned that men initiate marriages, but she didn't mention that women initiate divorces, especially 77 to 90%. Like, these women are crazy, man. This is how you know they don't know what they're talking about. They're just upset because men are not like them. Women overwhelmingly prefer their own men, but men that are black, and especially just men in general, not even just black men, prefer variety. We've always liked different shapes, colors, and sizes, and we've always wanted that. So if we end up settling down with a chick or getting, with a chick that is non-black, that's just what we're going to do because that's the flavor that we want. And women just don't understand that, especially the ones that are ones, twos, and threes like this one here, and they're just mad. These Donatello looking chicks, they're just pissed off. And they know that they're going to be left behind, and dudes are just going to put them right back on the clearance rack where they belong. And they don't want that. So they're going to use the last of their little voice on TikTok before they probably shut it down one day. And then after that, they're going to be crying on Instagram. Crazy.
Okay, serious question. Why do old men think that young women are interested in them or would want to date them? And I know there's some young women that are into that. I don't get that at all, but I know there's some. But I would say for the most part, girls in their 20s, early 30s are not looking at guys that are 60 plus or even 50 plus, but let's just say 60 plus. I'm in a store today running errands, doing my thing, and there's this older man in the same aisle as me. He's probably like 65, and he starts making friendly small talk with me. So I'm like, hey, I like older people. I have no problem making small talk, having friendly conversation, because I'm just thinking this is a sweet old man. So I'm just, being nice, not over the top or anything, but, we're just chatting. And then he goes, I was just wondering, would you be interested in going on a date sometime? I would love to take you out. What? I am less than half of this man's age. I'm literally saying, I just was like, no thank you. I was polite because he was nice about it, but I'm like, why are you asking me this? I am less than half of your age. Then he goes, oh, are you seeing someone? Is that why? Does it not occur to them that oh, it's probably because I'm old and this girl is young. I am 5 years away from being in a retirement home. This girl is has her whole life ahead of her. Does that not occur? Is it just oh, she must have a boyfriend. That's totally why she didn't want to go out with me. You could be my papa. You could be my grandpa. Ugh, it just it made me leave. I didn't even get what I needed because I left because I was that gives me the ick. It's not that, he was nice, but I'm dude, You're 65, maybe older. I'm 26. Like, what?
Too damn bad!
Honestly, ma'am, it just sounds like you don't understand men, and I just don't see a problem with it. Women like her, they only see perspectives specifically through their own lens, so they can't get themselves out of their own shoes and seem like, how could men be this way, and like actually like put themselves in their shoes. What they do though is they criticize and they say, ooh, it's icky. The thing is, men between 18 to about 65 years old prefer younger women between the age of 18 and 24, because your peak is between 18 and 24. Now you are in your decline. Of course, you still look attractive. You're only 26, a few years out of your prime, but you know what I'm saying? Men, we still like younger women no matter how old we get. And that's the difference. Women don't understand that men and women are different. So when they see something that is contrary to themselves, they just shame it instead of saying, oh, and just thinking for a second, that's a man. Like, men are different. It's like it just never dawns on them. Dummies, man.
Do you think it's tacky to ask a man that you've been on a couple of dates with what category he's trying to put you in? Yes. Don't ever ask that question. It's very desperate. First of all, he need to be asking you that question. And you need to be setting him up for him to offer you money. That way, it doesn't matter. Because the more they invest, the more they're going to want to put you in the category of wanting to commit to you. So if you're trying to find a commitment, get them to spend more money, and not dinner. I'm talking about putting money in your account, giving you gifts, helping you out with things that financially, that's how you know what category you're in. Anyway, if you're spending money, not on just dinner, but on you and your interest, investing in you. And I know y'all keep thinking, oh, is it only about money? Yes, because when a man invests money into you, they're more connected to you. They're not going to let you go so easily. They're investing in you as a person if they're investing money into you.
Shut up, silly woman.
This is actually dog shit advice. And the reason being is because the man that this woman is probably going to try to go after, or these busted chicks that are asking for this information, they're going to end up trying this on guys. And it's like she's trying her best, the sprinkle lady, sad 7, to act like the drizzle movement ain't just coming in and kicking down the door. So even regular guys, when these busted chicks are going to try this on, those dudes are going to finesse her, sell the dream, and they already put her in the category. And that category is sex only. So she's like, don't act desperate, don't. You already showed your hand. So this is bullshit advice women actually take, and it gets them screwed over every single time. And guys that are really good with women, these women, they try to date out of their league. If a guy even accepts them, and that's a small percentage, a small chance, he's just going to pump her and chuck her at the end of the day. So this is terrible advice. Sad 7, get some help. Drizzle till we die.